Hi and welcome back to a new video. Here we're going to be talking about my controller setup that I've got here and some new stuff that I received just before Christmas. I was waiting for the fader to turn up. There's a month delay with that before I could start doing these videos because I wanted to do a video with everything together and how I use it in Logic. So I'm going to start with the grid here, which is really nice. What I've done is I've managed to assign the two big wheels here, the big rotary knobs here. To see there, I've got that as a scroll unit, and then here, what I wanted to do here was, if you can see, I've got my zooms here on the that are programmed on the CS12 to these two buttons here, because this one you can assign it to what you want. I'll go into that. I've done a video on that already, but this one I've got now assigned rather to the tempo button, tempo function. I've got that assigned to the horizontal, vertical zoom, sorry. So here I've got this now assigned. If you can go in and have a look at this here on the screen here, you can see that. Can you see that? You can see I've got that permanently to the click gain. Yeah. So obviously what I've done is I've mapped out all these buttons here to shortcuts that I've got laid out here. I can close this window when I want and bring it up the notepad where I've got all my shortcuts, which I'm learning at the moment. So it's really useful, because when I had the SSL Nucleus one, I had controller, which was a big, massive controller with 16 faders, and it had everything, all the knobs. These knobs that had, like, I don't know, maybe 30 knobs you could assign to anything, and it was really, really practical. And you even had copy, paste, and all the rest of it, which I've put on here. I've assigned copy, paste to 1 and 2 here. Then I got delete on number 3 that I use all the time. Open event, as you can see here, open and close event here. And then if I go back to the main window, I got add tracks on number 5, remove silence 6, loop browser 6 in loop browser there. And then I've got new audio track there. So these are kind of like 8 shortcuts I use all the time. And then on this one here, as you can see here, I've got it here, is I've got all these buttons as click buttons, as I can actually like if I want to hide and hide, like you can see I've got the hide button open here. You can see all my tracks that are hidden, bring that back out again. Or I've got a split by playhead here, split by locators, insert silence, cut section, open notepad there that I use, and I've got colours on them as well. But see the colours here. I'm going to do a zoom in on that afterwards, and we're going to go into this and how I programmed it with the actual software itself. And then I've got the Softube channel, so Softube Console 1 channel Mark III and the Fader Mark III, which are all working perfectly together. So if I sort of move through, everything kind of just syncs together. And you can see here, even if I move this here, this will move along. You know, as you can see here, like what I'll do is I'll bring this back up. You can see on the screen, if I'm moving up here, you see that everything just follows. Yeah, all my faders just follow along. And if I select from here, I go there, that will follow. If I select here, it will follow, and everything's working perfectly. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And as you can see, the colours are the same here, blue, blue, blue. Then I've got the machine as well. The machine, fantastic for making beats and stuff. I love that. That is really good. I'll do a video on that soon. So that's my controller setup for now. And I'm going to go now over, jump in and show you how I set up the Intech Studio Grid section. And I'm going to do that as a video now. And then I will do the others eventually in other videos. But for now, I'm going to start on this one. And yeah, so let's jump straight in. So I'm going to start with the grid. So as I went on and showed, if I bring up my notebook here, I've got all my shortcuts out here, as you can see. which I explained, these are push buttons and rotary buttons. For the moment, I've got a couple of encoders going to synthesizers, but this one here I've mapped out to the surge synthesizer, and this one, and on the console one, this part here I've mapped out to two synths, one being the Serum, the other one being Nexus, which I'll do in another video, but for now we're looking at this. So yeah, so if you can see here, if I touch these buttons here, on it follows on the screen on the app, which is really cool. And so the easiest way to assign these, like I've got this assigned to the resonance and cutoff on the surge synth here, which is free, which is really good synthesizer, by the way, if you haven't got that. And the easiest way to do that is to, like, say I want to do send effects here, I want to assign that. I'm going to try and assign that, and what I do is I go Command L, right? That will bring up the window, and you can see it's already got send effects return here. It's already come up, right? Okay, so now what I need to do is touch a button on this here. So I will now touch this one here. Okay, now that's learned. As you can see on the screen up there, you can see on the synth is moving. So that's really, really easy to do. And you can do that for any function. And then you come out of that, and I just will cancel that because I don't want to have them. That's already assigned probably somewhere. So bring up the grid editor again, and that one's been assigned. You can see it's there. That was assigned to that, but I've taken that off because I'm going to be using that for something else. I think it's already assigned to something. Or I assigned it earlier on, I can't remember. Anyway, so that's how you assign these things. Now, this one here, if you open up, so I'll just close this down for now. If I open up the window where the control surface controller assignments, if I touch this, you can see what's been done here. The playhead, right? You can see the playhead is here. It's coming back. See the playhead there on the screen down the bottom here. That has been learned to this these assignments here. So I would copy that. If you want to do that, copy that. Do a screen copy, and then I will go back to the grid editor and copy this here. So I've got it endless here, and these are the MIDI configurations that I've done. If you want to copy that and set up code block, I don't know if that's any use to anyone, locals. This is what I've got. So if I go here, you can see I've got this assigned here. I showed you that earlier on, but it wasn't a very good screenshot. So there you can see I've got the clip gain assigned to this jog wheel here, and then I've got all these assigned to individual shortcuts, and this assigned to the surge synth. And so yeah, that freed up some stuff on the CS12. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. The build quality is really good. They're solid, they're quite heavy, they stick together really well. They don't take us much space, and they're useful for what they do, and not very expensive. They did send me these kindly I've got no obligation to do any videos of them. I asked them to send me some for a review, and they did. And thanks a lot to Intech. I'm not paid to do it or anything. I don't have to give them my negative or positive view on it. Overall, very positive. Just complicated to program the jog wheels. Anyway, so that's my view on the Grid Intech, and you will be seeing these in my future videos, because this is my layout now. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. I will see you soon. Ciao.